Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin and today we are trying out the Lunar Beauty Nude Prism collection. So on my face today, I'll be trying out the eyeshadow, the blush, the lip oils, and I actually have a pair of their lashes on as well. So if you're interested in seeing any of the products, getting any information, just hanging out, keep on watching. Before we get too far into the video, if you have not already, I would love it if you would consider clicking that subscribe button. I upload videos 2 times a week. It's totally free to subscribe and I would love to have you back on the channel. All right, let's get into the try on. All right guys, so I got the entire bundle, which includes the Nude Prism color palette. This is the eyeshadow palette. It also included the Nude Prism blush cheek palette, and it included 3 lip oils. So those are in Dare Me, Kiss Me, and Expose Me. As well as, if you get the bundle, you got a Lunar Beauty little multi-purpose sponge. So that's everything in the collection. Gorgeous card here. Let's go ahead and get into it. So first off is the eyeshadow palette. Of course, we have the packaging that I already showed you guys. And on the inside, ma'am, the raised iconic moon that Manny is now known for from his brand, the cherry blossoms. It is definitely giving spring vibes. So on the inside, you have a huge mirror, and here are the shadows. So this is honestly more neutral than I would normally go for color story wise, but it was Lunar Beauty, so I just had to. So I'm gonna go in with the Morphe M441, and I'm just gonna set with Beige right here, the first shade, the lightest shade, Beige. I did use eyeshadow primer, as I always do. This is the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, and I do personally prefer to set it before I go in with other shadow. Just think it helps it to blend a bit more. That's just my personal preference. Next, I'm gonna go in with Apricot, to this shade right here, and I'm going to use the same exact brush, and I'm going to put that in the crease. I'm trying to go light-handed because I know some of Manny's formulas can be quite pigmented, so make sure I'm not doing too much too fast here. Let me zoom you in a little bit. All right, just a nice as named apricot shade. I do really like the pigmentation of these shadows, since I'm using kind of a clear eyeshadow base. It really does cover the veins in my eyelids. I know some mattes are a little thin and I have to use more of a primer that has some sort of opacity or pigmentation to it to prime, so that the veins don't show through the shadow in my eyelids. But this is pigmented and opaque enough, these mattes, and buildable enough that they will cover up the blue veins in my eyelids, even with that clear translucent primer. Okay, next up I'm going to take a Morphe JS6, and I'm going to go in with Milk Tea, and I'm just going to start putting that in the outer third here, just to put a little shadow down. Obviously it's pretty light, so you're not going to see too much here. This one's not doing a whole lot, but I did just kind of want it for the like cool tone undertone, because I am going to mix some warm tones and cool tones. I actually like to do that in looks. I know some people like to keep it completely warm or completely cool, but I really do like a mix of them. So next I'm going to go for Classic, same row, a little bit deeper, same brush, same placement. Just mix, and then at the tail I'm mixing it into the crease up with Apricot. Take an M456 and take a little bit of Classic under the lash line as well. All right, I'm gonna take my finger, I'm gonna put Sam on the outer portion and Laura on the inner portion of the eye here. I'm not gonna do glitter primer. I've heard these are just fine without. You do what you want. Maybe there'll be a day. Let me know if you're interested in the comments and seeing more looks with this palette. Maybe I will try it again with a glitter primer instead of just Beige. So there's Sam, and then Laura on the inner portion. I'm trying to see if you can really tell that much of a difference between them. I have seen a few videos on this collection say that, you know, they're not complaint, but, you know, feedback per se, is that they can't really see that much of a difference between some of these shimmers on the eye. What do you think? Can you tell a difference between the two shimmers, or do they look exactly the same? I honestly think on the eye, like it looks like all one shimmer. Like on my fingers, maybe you can see a bit of a difference between the two because I used one finger per each shadow, but on the lid, they look pretty similar. All right, next I'm gonna take an M508 and I'm gonna go in with kind of a mix of Bloom For You, Moody, and Deeper, these last three. I'm gonna do like brown on the inner, and then as it gets out, because I just want to about here on the lid, I'll change for Bloom To You, which is also brown, but it's more of a reddish undertone. With the brown and the reddish brown to have more of like a blown out look, and then I'm gonna take Deeper on the same brush, put that just really close to the lash line. I'm also going to take with my Refer 3 So Icy and try to pick it up with the brush to use it as an inner corner highlight. Well, that really picks up with the brush nicely, you guys. I took what was left of my brush and used it as a little bit of a highlighter, and I don't think it has too much of a cast. I think you could use So Icy, at least on fair skin, as a highlighter. Maybe we'll try it on the cheek once we have a little more blush on. But that's gonna be it for the eye look, guys. Something pretty simple. I think most looks you do with this palette are going to be simple, and I don't mean simple in a bad way, just, you know, the color story lends to more simplistic, neutral looks. That's, you know, if that's what you're going for, you're gonna love this palette. The formula was the normal Lunar Beauty formula that I know and love, and yeah, I would be happy with this for like a daily work palette, quick in and out the door moment. All right, now for the blush, here is the Nude Prism blush palette, and much like the first one, has the raised moon on the inside. Oh, I love like the little, they're not leaves, maybe they're like florals that are falling. You see how the light catches them? That's a new thing. And here is the color story. Oh, what do I even use, guys? As soon as I saw this is what made me get the collection, honestly, okay? Because I was like, well, I'm absolutely getting that. And I recently tried lip oils for the first time. I got one from ColourPop on sale, and I love that. So I was like, I want to try the lip oils. Which one do I get? They're all different scents, so I wanted out the scents. So at that point, I was like, girl, I'm just getting the bundle at this point because it just made more financial sense, honestly, than getting stuff separately. So I'm going to go in with two of these. I'm going to do Beauty and Pink Prince. So I'm using my Luxie 504 angled blush brush, and I'm gonna start with Beauty back more in like the pocket of my cheek, like by my ear. And I love doing this with Manny's other palette too, kind of like layering or blending one shade into the other. Ooh, and this is definitely, you can tell, like same formula, guys. It's performing just like the other one, which I love so much. And then as soon as I've got that one built up to where I want it, go a little bit even into the temple, then I'll go into Pink Prince and put that more on the actual like front part of the face. I'm trying not to go like too high or too low so it doesn't look wonky, but just a little bit right there. Oh, can you see the difference when I add like the second color? I don't know how well it's gonna show up on camera, but the two blended together are magical to say the least. So I'm only gonna use this two today in the first impressions. There's no like blush topper or shimmery shade like there is in the first one, which I actually like that about the first one, but there was one, so I kind of wish there was that, but worked really well nonetheless, and super happy I have this. Did use the sponge, by the way, when I was doing my complexion off camera. I used this one. This is one I already had from the mystery boxes, and I really like this one a lot. You can tell how dirty it is, but I usually just take my Coty Airspun powder, do a little here, do a little T-zone set, and I did that today, so I'm really happy to have another one of those. All right, so I went ahead and curled my lashes and did some mascara, and I figured since we're doing Lunar Beauty, I would try these out. Haven't tried the lashes at all yet. Bought a few pairs. This one's in Flare. This is the style that came in the mystery box. These are really long though, I will tell you. So I think most people, myself included, you're gonna have to trim some so you don't look like this. So I'm going to trim the lash like considerably, put them on, and I'll be right back. Ooh, okay, these lashes are not for the faint of heart. They are quite extreme. And I threw a little baby pink from LA Girl in the waterline as well. I think they're really pretty, but I also think you need the right occasion perhaps for lashes this big. It's been a while since I've actually worn falsies, so that might be part of why I'm so like by them. You let me know what you guys think of them in the comments below. I'd love to know, do you guys like it when I use lashes better, or do you like it when I just go mascara only? I also usually leave my lower lash line bare. I think that's why there might be such a contrast rate right now. Like maybe I just need to put mascara on the bottom. I'm just not used to doing that, so I don't know. All right, so here are the 3 lip oils. They are slightly different in color in the tubes, but they're really just gonna look all like clear, you know, on the lips. Expose Me looks the actual clearest, and then there's a little bit of a tint on Dare Me and Kiss Me. I don't remember which one is supposed to be what scent. I'm gonna use Kiss Me, I think, for today. I went ahead and put on, as you can see, sloppily, a little bit of lip liner from Ofra. And I didn't fully cover my lips. I just did it like on the outsides mostly, because I'm hoping I can do with this what I do with their gloss, which is put a little bit on and then just kind of like that kind of thing, and it'll meld it all together. Okay, well, it's definitely fruity. I think this one's the watermelon. I know there is a mango one, a watermelon, and I think the other one's peach. I'm not 100%. But this one I think smells like watermelon. So let's put it on. I think I need a little bit more. Yeah, there, and you can see with, you know, rubbing my lips together, you can create kind of like an ombre effect with that lip liner trick, like where you just put it on the outside, you kind of like move your lips together to blend it, and then it looks lighter on the inside than the outside because you didn't put product there, and I really like that look a lot. These are extremely comfortable. As always, the thing that I don't like about his glosses and now lip oils, I don't like this flat paddle applicator. I much prefer something like Laura Lee Los Angeles, where there is like a shape that fits well into your lip, because I don't like to use, like I don't like to have to use a lip liner. If I want to like be precise, I guess with gloss and with this, you don't have to worry as much, but I don't know, it's just a small thing for me personally. But the lip oil looks amazing. It feels good too, it's not sticky, it's a win. So you guys, that is my first impressions of the entire collections. Did you pick up this collection? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments down below, and I hope to see you back on the next one. Bye!